I will keep moving forward.
Oh my goodness, he will keep moving forward. Hey guys, and welcome back to another brand new Attack on Titan video. I know everyone, it has been a long time since there's any Attack on Titan video. I mean, like, it has ended, so why would I make another video about it? Attack on Titan Requiem just got released, and you might be wondering, why am I still talking about Attack on Titan? Isn't this particular series over? Well, Attack on Titan Requiem is a what-if story of the ending in a much more different way, much more, I would say, gruesome way of this particular ending being presented. Well, let's just read what it says on the disclaimer, okay? Shingeki no Requiem, or Attack on Titan Requiem, is a fan work and made with our utmost respect to the original creators to honor the legacy of Attack on Titan Shingeki no Kyojin by exploring a what-if scenario of its ending in an animation format. This fan project is 100% non-profit. I basically just read what it says in the disclaimer part of this particular episode. So yes, TLDR, this particular project or this particular episode that I will be talking about in a bit is a what if scenario of one of the ending people has been talking about, which is, yes, the Requiem ending. They slaughtered 100% of the entirety of the earth, basically completed the rumbling. And yeah, before we actually get right into the review itself, I would like to give a disclaimer so that this video wouldn't be taken out of context or wouldn't be used as a material to actually go against what I'll be talking about or what I'll be reviewing in this particular video. First of all, I will not be talking about controversial stuff, or I will not be discussing about some drama that has happened inside the production of this particular episode, because first of all, it doesn't really matter. Second, I do not want to create any type of drama, any type of controversial issue towards anyone or against anyone that has been working on this particular production. And why? I mean, like, it's not really my business. It is not my job to educate them whatsoever. They're smart enough to actually understand what is right and what is wrong. They should know that it's wrong to do this and it's wrong to do that. So again, I do not want to actually bring up any controversial stuff, any drama while reviewing this particular episode, since it's completely irrelevant. And again, I do not want people to use this particular video or use my words to actually twist it to go against people and says, oh, they hate us whatsoever. Next up, I am going to be reviewing this purely based on this particular statement, which is, this is a story of a what if scenario for the ending of Attack on Titan. So no, I will not be reviewing this as someone that sees the creator of this particular series being bad. I will not go, oh, they think this ending is the best, they think the canon ending is bad, so they want to create something better whatsoever. No, I will not be doing that, but at the same time, I will also not be doing, oh, this should be the ending, this is the better ending than the canon one, whatever, Hajime-sama did is just bad, so we did something that is much better, we wrote something that is much better than what this guy has been doing. No, I am not doing that. So basically, I'm not siding with any side of the community. First of all, making a fan fiction or creating your own perspective or your own story based on this particular person's ending, basically going on another route that could have been gone based on your own imagination perspectives, is not wrong. It's basically just creating fan fiction, and in this case they are just creating fan animation based on the fan fiction that has been written by a bunch of people. But again, you need to be respectful and not say this is the better version of this thing, so we are much better than the actual author that actually wrote this story. That is just plainly wrong. I mean, like, even if you think you wrote something that is much better than the author, then it's just your own perspective on what could have been done or what could have been for this particular ending. So it doesn't really justify that this is the better ending. There are still people that think that the canon ending are good or your ending are good. It's just the matter of perspective. It's just a matter of which one you like or which one you prefer the most. The point of creating a fanfiction is to respect the original source, to actually respect the original author, at the same time saying that your work is better or writing something better just doesn't seem right. So yeah, again, there might be people that are like that on that part of the community or that part of the production, but please remember this, not everyone is as like that as them. So yeah, please do not label all of them as the same people that think that Hajime-sama did the wrong thing or the bad thing and just wants to create this particular project as something that is better. There are still people that loves the ending, that loves the canon ending, working on that particular episode, and there are people that don't like the ending but still respect the ending as the original ending, that are still working on the episode. So again, it's just a matter of which one you prefer, and it's just a matter of what type of mindset you have while working on this particular episode. So yeah, with that being said, let's just get straight to the review. Alright, so let's start with the animation. Overall, this particular episode is decently animated with some standout moments that are pretty much impressive. You can really tell the team really pushed themselves, especially with how fluid some certain scenes actually looks like, the creative camera angles that they use to make the storytelling more dynamic and engaging. While the episode is not really the most perfect thing that you would want, the highs are worth celebrating. Moments like this show how much care went into making the episode visually appealing, and of course there are a few rough spots where the quality dips, but for a fan project, let's just emphasize the word for a fan project, it's clear that they gave their all. With that being said, let's move on to the next one, which is the consistency. Well, the consistency of this particular episode is one of the area where it falls short. Character designs can be a hit or miss. Sometimes the character looks spot on, but at other times they stray pretty far from what we're used to. Especially Eren. It's understandable given the challenges of a fan project, but it's something that is worth noting. But there are frames where the character looks amazing, which is this one particular frame of Eren, which looks incredibly well corrected, I would say. It's not the perfect thing, but it's pretty impressive for a fan project. And while the character designs waver, the background art makes up for it. The environments are beautifully detailed, the background art looks incredibly well drawn, and the art direction here deserves a lot of praise. I would say the background arts are actually one of the few things that really stand out the most in this particular episode, since it looks really good. Like most of the time, the background art looks incredibly well drawn, and I am loving it. It really gives off an actual high profile studio background art, and I'm not sure how they did it. Seems like they actually pulled out someone from Wit Studio or MAPPA to actually draw the background art, because it really looks great. Now to the compositing of the entirety of the episode. When it comes to compositing, it's pretty much a mixed bag. Some scenes looks fantastic with everything coming together seamlessly, while others feel a bit off. There are shots where the elements don't quite blend as they should, but given the scale of this project, it's not really surprising. Again, what I do appreciate is the overall look that they were going for. It feels like they are trying to replicate season 1 to season 3, the Wit Studio type of compositing, and even though some extra scenes have a noticeably different compositing style, they still add something unique to the episode. Whether you love it or not, you can't deny the effort behind them. Alright, now onto the direction. Since this particular part that they are adapting is primarily a narration heavy episode, it could have easily felt flat or boring. But that's not the case for this particular episode, since the way the story is being presented here keeps it fun and engaging. And what really stood out to me was how many references to iconic movies and scenes were woven into the animation. Some moments felt like it's a direct homage, but rather than coming off a cheap copies, they felt like tributes. And remember, this is a fan project, and as fans, they will pretty much naturally going to be drawing inspiration from the things they love and incorporate those elements into their work. And honestly, it adds layer of personality to the episodes. And these creative choices really help elevate the presentation and makes the episode visually engaging. This scene in particular that was taken from Noah really fits the context behind what they are talking about, which again, a direct homage to the actual scene rather than a quote-unquote cheap copy, since it's not really a one-to-one tracing whatsoever. Sure, it's not their original idea, but again, a creative way to display or to present what was being talked about. I don't really see much problem with it. Some people might say it's a bad thing to do. Again, this is a fan project. It's not something that official, it's not something that is very much, oh, they cannot copy other stuff. stuff or they cannot reference other stuff. Don't really get why people are being mad over this particular issue. Next up is the sound design. The path sequence especially, it is a standout moment. The eerie, the otherworldly atmosphere is captured perfectly and it genuinely gave me chills. It is something that you pull out from the actual anime itself, so it really sounds great. So the sound director, you did an incredible job. Next up, the soundtrack. It is also a highlight. They've used some amazing tracks that fit the tone of the episode perfectly. And yes, the highlight of the episode, Vogel im Kaffee. Yes, that's pure fan service and they nailed it. I mean, like, it's such an iconic piece of music and hearing it in this particular context was incredibly satisfying. I would say that this particular episode completely nailed the fan project, completely understand what the fans want, because since Vogel im Kaffee or You See Big Girl, this particular motif has been a soundtrack people has been wanting in the anime for as much as I can remember, and the usage of this particular soundtrack is just amazing. They absolutely nailed it. The composers of this particular fan soundtrack deserve a lot of credit because they actually nailed the Hiroyuki Sawano style, because man, it sounds amazing. And that's basically it. Overall, Attack on Titan Requiem episode 1 is a testament to what fans can achieve when they come together with a shared passion. It's not the most perfect production, there are inconsistencies and areas where the polish is lacking, but when you step back and look at the bigger picture, it is an impressive achievement. This is a project made out of love for the series, and it shows in every frame, every note of the soundtrack, and every creative decision that they gave their all. This is the power of fans. And before we wrap things up, I want to take this moment to thank the incredibly talented team that brought this project to life. To all the animators, directors, composers, and everyone else who worked on Attack on Titan Requiem Episode 1, thank you. Your dedication, your hard work have resulted in something truly special, and the amount of effort it must create such an impressive final product is inspiring. Thank you very much for every single one of you guys' hard work, and now I'm looking forward to see what you guys will be offering for the Berserk fan project. And that's it for today's review. Let me know what you guys think about the Attack on Titan Requiem in the comment section below. Did it live up to your expectation? What were your favorite moments? I would say my favorite moments were the one where Aaron was walking through his memories. That was pretty impressive. That was, ooh, kind of gave me goosebumps. But yeah, those are basically it. The full episode will be linked in the description below. And again, thank you very much for watching this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And I will see you guys in the next Attack on Titan video. Goodbye.